Everybody, we're going to get it started with some quick start training tonight. I'm going to share my screen here, so bear with me. Let's see here. All right, guys. Okay, and Dina, I can see your screen, or someone just give me a heads up. Let me know you can see my screen. Give me that thumbs up. Woo! All right, and I'll see if we can hear me okay. So I want you guys to do me a big favor. Well, actually, first off, I want to thank you guys for hopping on this webinar tonight while we go over some quick start training, whether you're a new agent or an agent that's been with the company for a while. But to get this started, it's a lot easier to learn if you guys kind of work on it while I'm talking about it. So if you can, log into your account and get ready to kind of follow along with. And do me one big favor, because for some reason I can't multitask with this chat and talking. So if you have any questions in the meantime, hold those questions to the end, because we're going to have some time that I'll open the mics and everybody can ask questions and we can go over those. So first things first, obviously I'm Dustin Kyle, Silver Consultant with Evolution Travel. Once you log into your back office, guys, this is what you're going to see. And I need to minimize this. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second while it's getting in my way here. You are going to see your dashboard. And the first thing, if you're a new agent or even an older one, okay, the first thing that you need to do is right over here on the left-hand side. I need you to go right to the first quick start. It's very important and adamant that you do this first. Oh, well, give me a second here. Obviously, it wants me to log back in. Let's see here. Apologize. All right, there we go. So again, quick start. The reason I mention this is going to be your beginning. This is the area that's going to get you started to the rest. When you get into this area, quick start, the first thing that you guys need to do, right up here at top, you can see it, there's 3 items that you need to download. You need to download the quick start packet, which hopefully you can see it, is this one I've got right here. The poet sheet, which is going to be this one. And then your vital information sheet, guys, which is going to be this one. Make sure you download those. You can, I'd say print them off, especially if you're a new agent. You kind of want to do these, especially the quick start packet. This is what's going to help you get going. But as you can see right in here, we've got some what they call quick start videos, and they're very important. The first one you're going to see is Welcome to the Family. You're in Evolution. It is by Platinum Consultant James Brown Jr. Amazing guy. It's the 4 steps to evolve. Very important that you start from this video on. The next one after this is Why is your why important? If you guys didn't know this before, Evolution, any company you kind of start, but especially Evolution, you need to have a why. And that why is going to consist of why are you doing this, whether it's for your kids, for an extra income, just to travel and get a discount. You have to have that why, because it's a goal that puts you on the right path to succeeding with Evolution Travel. And that's actually conducted by Platinum Consultant Nicole Lee. We then have your future partner list and who should be on it. And that's done by 1-star Platinum Frederick Howell, also amazing guy. I actually love listening to his webinars. And that's, again, going to go over your partner list and the type of people that you need to have in your business as partners. The next one after that, guys, right here is the art of inviting. Very important. And this is conducted by 1-star Platinum Tony Ward. Very important that you guys, it's important anyways to watch all these videos in here, but when it comes to Evolution Travel, you want to throw travel parties. And to get people to come to your travel parties, you need to know exactly how to invite them. It's really all about the wording and how you say it, and this video is going to help you with that. After that, guys, we have how to host a travel party. 1-star Platinums Derek and Isla, amazing people. These guys throw like travel parties like 4 times a day. Okay, that's obviously why they're 1-star Platinums. They know exactly how to get the people there and how to conduct it exactly how it should be. So it's very important you watch that. Next one, The Power of Your Circle. It is by our founder, amazing guy. I've spoken to him before, David McCovey. Amazing guy, guys. And he knows what he's talking about. Very important. The power of your circle is basically who you're surrounded by and how it's going to affect you. Below these videos, we have quick coaching on travel. And this is an amazing woman right here. She's a platinum, Shanice Hollings. She's going to talk about how to attract clients using social media. It's very important to watch this too, guys. And the reason why is because social media is such a big way nowadays to advertise your business. But if you don't know how to do it correctly, especially with the travel business, then it's not going to work correctly. So you need to make sure that you're watching these videos, especially the one by Shanice Hollings talking about the social media. We then have How to Qualify a Client by Riz Bora. Under that, we have How to Turn Some of Your Travel Clients into Business Partners. This is also a very amazing one to watch. And the reason I say that is because I myself had a client I was going to book, and instead of booking him on his travel, I turned him into a partner, and he booked his own travel. So that was kind of a double bonus on that one. So it's very important to watch how to do that. Next one, we have Nina Mitchell. How to create repeat business. This is very important because you want people to come back to you. You don't want people sitting there booking once and then they're never coming back to you to say to find another travel agent. For one, that's just kind of bad review. You don't want that. At the same time, having that repeat business means repeat money. And that's exactly what we want in the travel business, along with helping our clients. So very important. We then have How to Earn Instant Commissions Using Evo Rewards. If nobody has yet explained to you about Evo Rewards, watch this because it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you guys are worried about waiting for your commissions to come in and you'd rather get that instant commission, you need to learn about Evo Rewards because that's going to help you immensely. All right. So that's our first section. And I apologize if I'm going too quick. Definitely let me know in the chat. I'm just trying to make sure that we get everything in here throughout the time limit that we have. But this is going to be the first section of QuickStart training that you need to go through. And again, real quick before we get out of here, I want to reiterate, guys, make sure you download these 3 items right here. And make sure you use it for yourself also when you're getting started, because you want to be able to coach the agents that you're partnering with underneath on your team. You want to be able to coach them on this also. All right, so first section, this is what we have, the videos. Very important. It's the first thing you need to do logging in. After this section, we now need to go back over to the left, and under the first Quick Start, we have Quick Start videos. So this is like an extra bonus to the original, the already Quick Start that you go right into. And there's categories right here on the left side that you can go to. You have all miscellaneous, travel training, back office training, and business building. I'm actually on the all, so we'll show all of them. Apologize here. So the first one you guys are going to see is Fred Howe on the peak call. Okay. Again, amazing guy, especially when it comes to training calls or webinars. Very amazing. We then have the Evolution Quick Start by Nikki Lee. So this is another video that's going to explain about Quick Start and getting going when it comes to your travel business. We then have TSA pre-check training. Guys, it's very important to know how the TSA check-in and all that, going through the TSA line works. You need to be able to prepare your clients for what, if they've never been on a plane before, you need to be able to prepare them for that. So very important to watch that. We then have the 4 steps again to evolve evolution travel. So that's actually one of the first videos you guys saw on the first Quick Start. Again, if you want to watch it here again, it's by James Brown Jr. Very important to watch that video, whether you watch it in here or in the Quick Start, the first one. We then have the 3-way edification calls. These are very, very important, guys, and the leaders that brought you in should be talking about that. If you're doing recruiting or team building is how I like to call it, you need to know how to do these 3-way edification calls. They're very important. It's not, pretty much what it does, guys, it helps boost the client's confidence in you at the same time. It gives you that, how do you say it, like kind of backup from the higher leaders that have been in there longer and they know a little bit more. So they kind of help seal the deal with getting them to come onto your team. So it's very important to watch that video. Again, by James Brown Jr. Then we have, again, training by Isla and Derek. It's called Click and Play plus three-way success. Okay, very important to watch. Then we have the Evolution Travel Prospecting Training. Okay, this training again is going to train you on prospecting when it comes to getting into team building. We then have Nikki Lee on airfare and how to book with airfare. We then have another video called How to Invite and Increase the Show Up Rate. Very important. It's just like the art of inviting. You guys want to learn and listen to these videos so you're doing it the correct way and you're getting people there, because you really don't want to end up at a travel party with maybe just one person or even yourself. That would be a bummer. So you need to learn how to get that down pat so you know exactly how to get people in. And then below, one of my favorite by the founder, it's just a Merry Christmas, video that he has on there. And it's fun to kind of listen to him and watch it. So it's another one you kind of want to watch. So guys, that is the second step when it comes to QuickStart training, or when you first join the company. Again, you want to do QuickStart, then you want to do your QuickStart videos. Very, very important, okay? Once you have completed both of those, you then need to do your PTA training. Your PTA training is what gets you certified as a travel agent with Evolution Travel. So you must complete this. Okay, and you have to get 70% or higher on all the quizzes to be able to accomplish that. And it's really easy, guys. As you can see, I mean, you're not going to see this when you first come in here. When you first come in, you're going to see the videos. And I believe there's about 15 or 16 of them. I always kind of get that number wrong sometimes. It's been a little while since I've done it. But once you do it, it's going to only let you do one video at a time. It won't let you go to the rest until you've completed it and passed the quiz. Again, with at least a 70% or higher. So make sure you're paying attention. You want to know exactly how to operate things when it comes to Evolution Travel. Don't try to breeze through and just do the quiz real quick. You want to make sure you're paying attention to them. So once you have done that, it's then going to pop up with this section. It's going to allow you to download your certificate of completion, which once you do that, take a screenshot of it, send it to your leader. We are very proud of all the agents in Evolution Travel, and we want to make it known to everybody that you have passed your PTA training and you've taken that next step to building your travel business. Once you've done that, I want you guys to come back here, and right here it says, congrats, new Evo agent. You need to make sure you watch this short video, because again, it's just going to give you some explanation on how to get going and take the next step. You guys then can download the agent information PDF. This is going to give you some login information for some of the main vendors like Vax or Agent Universe, and we're going to go over that here in a second too. But it's going to give you some of that login information. All right. So once you guys have done that, you have passed your PTA training. First off, if you haven't done it yet and you're getting ready to, I just want to say congrats. I got faith in you. I know you're going to pass it. But once you've done that, we then need to go back. And usually you'll have your dashboard here. It just keeps going back to QuickStart right now. But, all right. So again, we're now at a point. You have gone through the QuickStart. You have gone through the QuickStart videos. And you have passed your PTA training. So you're probably sitting there like, okay, what's the next step? Next step is one of the most important things of your back office. And that is the Travel Cafe. And it's right under your travel site, okay? So we're going to click on the Travel Cafe. And once it gets pulled up here. All right, so now we are in the Travel Cafe. And this is your information hub, the main one when it comes to the vendors, the credentials, everything is in here. So, and real quick, I want to cover, this is one of the most important things in here. When you all are signing up for vendors, and we're going to go over that right here on the right-hand side. All your credential information is right here. You've got Archer Travel Service, their name, their address, their phone number, and their fax. And then we have the IATAN, or the CLIA number. It's right here. Okay. Now we'll go over this here in a second too. When it comes to registering with the cruise lines, you have to use a separate number. And that's right here. And I'll explain a little bit more of that when we start going through those vendors. All right. And then guys, right here on the left side, and you always want to check on this at least twice a day, because they update it with the information constantly. And it's got a variety. You know, at one point, it's March 30th, we had some issues with Agent Universe. It talks about Agent Universe TripIt. And we've got Tuesday training call with Ron Archer. This is where you can find that information. So before you start going into your chats and having to ask everybody, make sure that you double check Travel Cafe, because most likely it's in here. If it's not, then definitely go into your chat and ask if someone's got that information for you, okay? So in the back of Travel Cafe, we've got weekly webinars. This is a good one to kind of go through. I can't go through everything with limited time, but go through here when you have the chance and click on everything. This has got live calls. It talks about different vendors, air, land, cruise, rail, travel insurance. So, and just so you can kind of get an idea, you click on it. It's information, webinars that talk about different things. You know, like right here, how to sell travel insurance, 10 reasons why travel agents should recommend travel insurance. Very, very good informational videos. So it would be very wise to go through these and watch them. After you've done that, this is one of the most important things also. You've got your commissions. And if you haven't learned about it yet and how that works with booking a client, guys, definitely speak with your leader also. But it's one thing I kind of learned. You want to make sure once you've booked a client for their vacation, you come in here right off the bat and put your information in the commission tracker, okay? So you would then click on the commission tracker, and it's going to look just like this. Now, this information is the same information that you log in to your back office with. So just to show you guys real quick, and it's going to pop up. Now, don't panic, because you may be like, well, it's not showing anything. You have to come up here to the little bar, click the booking form. You then need to input all the information. And I get you only have to put in the red items. Those are required. To be honest with you, make sure that you're safe. I would really put in all the information that you can. You know, I mean, if you didn't have a car rental, then you don't have to put that in. But I would put in as much information as you can so they know what booking is yours. All right? And once you've done that, you will then just, you just have to kind of wait for them to get your commission to come in. We have certain days of the month that it does come in. All right? And we'll go over that here in a second if you want to know when those are. So after you've done that, that's the commission link. And actually, commission info right here will explain more about that. If for some reason the commission tracker is not working, guys, booking and commission tracking form is your second route. So just make sure if the commission tracker is not working, you then go to this area right here and fill this out instead. All right? So after the commissions link, we then have the bulletin board. So that's pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of like, if you've ever been to college or at work, they have bulletin boards that update you on new information. Same thing here. Bulletin board is going to explain different stuff that's going on, facts, event tickets, various items that are on this bulletin board, okay? Whoops. 1 second here. I apologize. Sharon, I will actually answer all questions at the end, I promise, okay? It makes it a little hard for me to answer questions and go back and forth. So bear with me, and I promise you I'll answer your question. So guys, again, bulletin board updates you on information. Under bulletin board, we have the preferred suppliers, which you can click on. They've got different various information. So we've got United Airlines. They give you some information on here, and looks like a contest is going on. So they've got various information. So make sure you click through those. Under the preferred suppliers, we have group booking. And it actually, if you guys, before you do this, make sure you go through the procedures and rules and learn how this works. Group booking is meant for, you want to try and do the group booking itself through the supplier, through the vendor, for like cruises or anything like that. If you are having issues and you need help with somebody doing it for you, you can then go into Travel Cafe and you can do a group quote form. But fair warning, when you do that, it is a 50-50 split. Because of the fact that Archer Travel has to do the work for you also, they split that commission that you make 50-50. So try your best to work through with the vendors or the suppliers to get your group booking in there. Because if you guys are having issues on there, make sure you call the vendor, because they will help you also on the phone before you have to do it this way. But if you have to, this is where you would go. So under the group booking, this is one of the most important links in here also. We have the supplier information and registration, okay? So the first thing you're gonna see is preferred suppliers. This is really neat, guys, and I would advise you to go in here and print this off. I actually have them myself, as you can see. It's a quick reference, guys, to a lot of suppliers. I'm not sure if all of them are on here, but a lot of the main suppliers are on here. So it's a lot easier to kind of look at this if you can't get on your computer in time. They have the websites on there, or it tells you, like some of them are through Agent Universe or VAX. It'll tell you exactly where to go. So make sure that you either A, save it on your computer, or B, print it off. All right, so we have over like 133 vendors and suppliers. I'm not going to be able to go through every single one, but I'm going to explain the categories that we're going on. And one of the most important things that I see that we have a lot of issues with is Agent Universe. And again, guys, Agent Universe, to get signed up, is right under vacation packages. It is the first one, okay? Now, when you download your agent PDF, once you've passed your PTA training, it's going to give you logins for that. Please, please do me a favor, ignore those logins. Those are older ones. I need you guys to come into your travel cafe and sign up right under vacation packages right in here, okay? And most of the time it takes 1 to 2 business days for them to approve it. I've seen some people get approved in a couple hours. It just kind of depends. But don't panic, they will approve it, I promise you that. So under vacation packages, we're gonna have suppliers that specialize in vacation packages. So you've got Abercrombie and Kent, you've got Accessible Journeys. They focus with people that have a disability or a handicap to get them out there on a vacation. We have African Travel, American Airlines Vacations. Apple Vacations is a really good one. I've heard this from a lot of people. They've used Apple Vacations before. So very, very good one. And then, of course, we've got lots more in here, guys. There's like 11 pages full of suppliers that specialize in vacation packages. So the best thing to do is to come in here, click through every page, and look at them, because they will explain in the description what they are and how to sign up. And make sure you're paying attention to that, because some require you to use the credentials, and then some of them already have a username or password, and then some of them you actually have to submit what's called a supplier request form, which goes to Archer Travel. They approve it, and they will send you a username and password. So make sure you're paying attention to it, okay? So again, after vacation packages, we then have air. Maybe if it wants to kick in. All right. So we have Air by Pleasant, Air New Zealand, which actually, if I have any of my New Zealand people on here, I have seen you guys been passing these certifications. Amazing. So sorry, I didn't mean to get off course there, but Air New Zealand's a really good one. We have SenseTrav, which is a really neat little, excuse me, little tool to use to be able to book airline tickets 24/7. So that's another really good one. We have CNH International, Emirates is a good one. Expedia Tap, very, very important one, guys. If you don't know how to get to your Expedia Tap to create, this right here will show you how to do it. All right, it will show the link. It's not a hyperlink, so you got to copy, just like this, copy, paste it, and get signed up. And I'll show you guys another way here shortly. But this right here, guys, if you want to know how to get signed up right away with Expedia Tap, right here. And I want to reiterate something they have on here. Do not call your reservations in. Please do not call them in. If you're having issues, you can call them and work it out, but do not have them make the reservation for you, because you will not get paid commission. So again, make sure you're paying attention to the descriptions in here. So that's the first page of that. We then have cruises, and let me see here. So we've got Amma Waterways, we've got Aqua Expeditions, Avalon Waterways, Azamara, which Azamara actually has the Royal Caribbean, and it has another one on there, if I can remember right, Celebrity, I believe. It's like a 3-in-1. And then we have Carnival Cruise Lines. So, and again, lots of pages. There's about 5 pages in this one of different cruise lines that you can get signed up for. And then we have hotels. So then those are vendors that are going to deal with the resorts and the hotels. We then have rail, which is going to be Amtrak. We also have one for Europe, and let me see here. There's actually quite a few. We got Rail Europe, Rocky Mountaineer, Unique Rail Journeys. Okay, so there's about 4 of them in here, but Amtrak seems to be the most popular one. So make sure you're going in there. Now, condos. This is the one I really want to talk about also. Condos, if no one has talked to you guys about it yet, goes through Advantage Direct. Advantage Direct is a big, big benefit, whether we use it for ourselves or we use it to upsell for clients. So, and there is no separate login. We all use what's called a universal login and password. Make sure if you haven't done it yet, go in there and check it out, guys, because we literally get like 80% off of a lot of resorts. I know the last time I looked in there was one for Punta Cana. It was a presidential suite at one of the resorts, all-inclusive, for like $239. And that was for like 7 days, I think, 7 days. It doesn't include flights or transportation down there, but that is an amazing, amazing price. And the best part about it, guys, is you can actually use that to sell to your clients to get instant commission in your pocket. And if you want, we'll explain that more at the end when we have questions. But very important, if you guys are looking for something like that, it's right under condos. It's Advantage Direct, okay? Now we have activities, dining, and shopping. This is actually a really good one to use too. Obviously, we've already talked about accessible journeys, but ARC Marketplace, I really want to talk about that real quick, because if you have anybody that hasn't gotten a passport yet or a visa, or they're going somewhere that needs a visa, you yourself can sign them up for that and get them, signed up with a passport, or either renew their passport or get them signed up with a visa, and you do make commission. And I believe you make about 15% commission actually on it. So make sure you check out the ARC Marketplace. We then have Catalina Express. Entertainment's a very good one too. Golden tickets. If you guys are into sports or concerts and you want to make money off of that also, they actually pay you 10% commission on signing people up for like their sports packages or their single events and concerts. Check it out. It's amazing. Trust me. If you're a golf fan, we got Golf Pack. So again, that's going to help you out get packages or event tickets to golf events. I don't know much about golf. I'm not much of a golfer. I've tried once and it did not end well. So, but if you are, that's a really good one. If you have clients that are into it, another very good one, okay? So guys, again, since I wasn't able to go through everything, make sure you're going in there. The best way for you guys to learn about the event vendors and suppliers is to go in there and click on every single one, to look through it, see what ones are going to fit you. I mean, you don't want to sit there. I mean, you can if you want, but there's so many vendors, you don't really want to register with all of them. You want to register with the ones that are going to work for you in your specialty. So let's say you're just working with family vacations. Okay, so you're probably going to sign up with Disney, Carnival, the cruises, maybe some other places. You want to focus on the ones that are going to help you in what you specialize in, instead of trying to sign up for everything, all right? So that's our supplier information registration. Under that, we have forms. Again, this is where you can access the booking and commission tracking form. We then have the, Archer credit card authorization form. The reason why that's important, guys, if you're going to sit there and have someone that is using a credit card with you, make sure you download this, have them fill out one of these. And the reason why it's important is because you need to send it to Archer Travel, but it's a way of protecting yourself. So this way it can't backfire and someone says, hey, I never authorized them to use my credit card. This is your protection. You may never come across it, but you just never know. You'd rather be safe than sorry. So make sure you guys download that. And every time someone uses a debit card or credit card, have them fill that out, okay? We then have an invoice template. You don't have to use this. You can find your own on Word or Publisher. They also have it, but this is one they already made that it's easy to use, that you can send to your clients. It's customizable. This way you can put all that information on there and it looks legitimate, that it's coming right from you. All right. So under forms, We then have some outside training and certification courses. These aren't required. They are really neat, actually. I'm in the process of getting my certified travel associate certification. It's really helpful to have that extra certification, guys. They go over a lot. Now, I want to mention, these are not free courses. These ones cost. I know the certified travel associate actually costs right around $300 and some, but it's split in monthly payments. So it comes out to like $33 a month. It's really good. It goes over a lot of information. If you like doing that and want to get that certification, you can, just as they have certified travel counselor. We then have the Cruise Lines International Association. That actually goes to CLIA. CLIA is, you'll hear people talk about it, but it's a membership that you can get, guys. It's for the cruise lines. For $115, I believe, unless it's gone up recently, once a year, you'll get a CLIA card. That CLIA card recognizes you as a travel agent of the cruise lines. You can use that pretty much anywhere, at all the hotels, at a car rental, the cruise lines, and get amazing, amazing discounts. So that is something I would advise everybody getting, but if you can't, that's okay. But it's really good to have. So under the outside training certification courses, we have resources. This is probably about this, it's right up there with the suppliers. It's a perfect place that has all the information, guys. I would advise going in here and looking through everything. You have agent tools. We're going to have a PDF about becoming a travel agent. You got the ASTA compliance handbook. There's so much information in here, it's insane. You've got information about the TSA pre-check information. You can print this stuff off too, just to let you guys know, or just look on it on here. But you've got information on air, so you've got like airport city codes. Again, TSA information on the cruises, like the U.S. seaports. You got information on passports and documents. This is a really good one because it will let you know about like duty-free limitations. If you don't know what that is, you really need to look at what a duty means, or duty-free. And then foreign entry requirements. Let's see, we have passport fees, renewals, and I believe we have some visa information in here also. Yep, right down here, U.S. Department visa information. Because you'll be surprised, some of the places you have to go to do require us to have visas. So make sure you're looking at that before you book someone, so you know whether they need to get it or not, all right? Excuse me. We then have travel magazines. This is just a couple. There's actually quite a bit out there, guys, a lot. There's even information on Pinterest I've seen about travel. But we've got Travel Weekly and Travel Agent Central. Definitely subscribe to their newsletters. These guys have got tons of information, updates about new places, new resorts, just, talking about, the Amazon, a variety of travel information that is really good for your brain to soak up. So this way you become more of an expert about stuff and can explain things to your clients. Next to that, we have articles. So again, this is going to be a variety of articles. We've got one like right here. It says Introducing Cuba. Since now, Cuba's opened up, we can now go there on vacation. You definitely want to learn about that. 5 mistakes most home-based travel agents make. That's a really good one. I would advise everybody looking at that because you want to make sure that you avoid making those mistakes. So next to articles, guys, we have our checklist. Now, I actually myself have already downloaded or actually printed this off. This checklist is very, very important. This is information you want to ask your clients when you're booking them for a vacation. And it's actually very important that you get all this information up front. And the reason why, because I've seen some people, they ask, okay, what's your budget? How many people are going? Or where are you going? They only get like a few pieces of where the client wants to go. And then they try and book it and they can't because now they need to go back, get more information, then they come back, then they need to go back. It just kind of makes you look bad, like you don't know what you're doing. So it's a lot easier to get all the information up front. You can either copy it and print it or just make sure that you're coming to this in the travel cafe to ask these questions, okay? So very, very important that you're paying attention to this checklist. Excuse me. We then have the supplier training. This is just a few of them. I'll explain to you guys about a couple of the other places you can go, but we have like Disney College of Knowledge, the Seabourn Academy, Crystal Cruises, and Paul Gangwin Cruises Training, all right? excuse me. It's kind of going hot and cold here in Iowa, so my allergies are acting up. Next to supplier training, we have facts. Very important one to pay attention to, guys, because again, I've seen a lot of people when they get into the business, they ask, and it's okay to ask questions. We'd rather you guys ask questions than not ask them at all, but we'd also like you guys to use your resources. This way, just in case you can't reach somebody, you know where to go. And this is an area that you can go. So this is going to tell you, do I always need to fill out a booking form? When do I get paid my commissions for a booking? How do I register with a particular supplier? Can I pay the net price for a cruise I'm booking? It will tell you all this information right in here, guys. And there's actually quite a bit. So you want to make sure that you're going in the facts and that you are paying attention to what they have in here. All right. So that's what we have for resources. It's a lot of information. I can't go over everything. So your best bet is to go in there and click on everything and look it over so you know what you're talking about. All right. So again, guys, under resources, we're back over here to the left. Under resources, we have resort weeks and condos. Again, this goes back to Advantage Direct. You can actually go in here and click right on it so it goes to Advantage Direct. And then it shows that login information. We then have a link called View Trip. This is a nifty little thing, actually. You can actually look up your clients' reservations. Right through this neat little tool, or you can look up local information, event tickets, passport, visa information, and travel advice. They also have an app for Apple and Android that you can download. This way you have that on hand, okay? So that is the View Trip. We then have the Air Travel Desk, cruise groups, and travel alerts and warnings. So again, you guys want to look through this information and see what they have to offer, okay? So it's a lot of information right now that we've gone over in the Travel Cafe. And if you guys can't exactly find out where it is back here, go right up here to the top, click on the search box, type in what you're looking for, and it's going to pull up items that are related to what you're looking for so you can find the right item. Okay. If you guys still cannot find that information you're looking for in the Travel Cafe, then I would resort going into your group chat or either talking to a leader and trying to find that information. All right. So that is the Travel Cafe. That is going to have all your resource information, the vendors, the suppliers, booking, weekly webinars, forms, outside certifications. It's going to have all of that in there. So if you haven't gone in there yet, I would definitely advise going in there, clicking through everything, and learning everything. That's the only way our minds are actually going to grow so we can be successful is by learning that information, okay? And again, hopefully I'm not going too fast for everybody. If I am, just make sure you ask some questions at the end. I'm going to try and get through some of the back office here too since we've gone through Travel Cafe. And I got to double check. Okay, bear with me since it has me logging back in again. Okay, so back in again. We're over here to the left. We have gone over QuickStart videos, your PTA training. Guys, underneath that, this is called your My Travel site. When you click on that, and I'm going to breeze through this real quick because I just want to show you. This is called Fare Grabber. This is another way that you can grab, I use it from time to time, but they actually have some really good deals on flights. So it's another really good resource to use. But this is another way you can create your Expedia tab. You can go right in here, click on that, fill out the information, and you're ready to go with Expedia tab, okay? So make sure you do that. All right, I'm going to exit out of this. So under your travel site, you have your Travel Cafe. We then have the link for Evo Rewards. That will take you, you guys can sign up for Evo Rewards. I just want to show you real quick, if you haven't heard about it or even, learned about it, go down here to the bottom. It's called the Evo Rewards Video Overview. It will explain exactly what Evo Rewards is about. So this way you can decide whether you want to do it or not. It does cost. It's $49.95 once a year. But guys, it's going to give you 50% off of wholesale rates on hotels, rental cars, and etc. And it's going to give you that instant commission in your pocket. So I would definitely advise checking that out. All right. So under Evo Rewards, we're going to have the Evolution Perks. Amazing, amazing. I can't go through every single link, but your My Discount directory, guys, it's amazing. Not only do we get discounts on travel, but if you go in there, put in the zip code where you're at, or let's say you're in Florida for a week, then you can put in that zip code. It's going to give you a variety of discounts, whether it's to retail stores, food, gas stations. Oh, excuse me again. It's going to give you a variety of discounts. So I would definitely advise checking that out. Then you have My Travel Deals, which actually that's a really good one to go into too. It's kind of hard to explain that right now, but then we have nightclubs. You guys can actually sign up to book nightclubs, and I believe these nightclubs you can only book in Las Vegas, but you wouldn't. I mean, it's an amazing way if you're booking people out to Las Vegas to make some amazing commission. So make sure you sign up for that also. All right. Then we have TaxSpot, which I don't know if you guys haven't heard of that or not, but TaxSpot, we're home-based agents, and being able to track everything that can become deductible, whether it's your rent, your cell phone, or your vehicle mileage, it's very, very important that we do that for at the end of the year, because we can get some amazing amount of money back or deducted from our taxes. So you definitely want to check out TaxSpot. If you want to learn more about it before you do that, you could actually check out right underneath it. It's the TaxSpot ebook, which will explain how that operates. So underneath the Evolution Perks, guys, we have a recognition link. When you go in there, it's just, they're recognizing some of the agents for either getting promoted or from other things that have happened in the company. We then have a link for webinars and calls. It's kind of very similar to the one that's in Travel Cafe, but the main one in there, it explains, I guess it's not exactly like Travel Cafe. It actually is going to tell you about, and the main one in there is Miss Gail's inspirational call every morning. Now, my time, it's around 7:30 Central Time, but it's an amazing, amazing call to get on. Really good, guys, to get your day, get motivated, get pumped up, and get going. So, and that'll explain how to get on that call. We then have the Evo calendar. Again, that calendar is going to explain different events that are going on and different things within the company. Same thing, upcoming events, similar. It's going to explain about all the events that are going on. We then have the Pay Now. Okay, this is where you can update your payment information to be able to pay for your monthly agent due. So make sure you guys, and one thing I'm going to explain about that, because I kind of learned this the hard way, make sure that you guys, if with the card that you first use, you kind of want to stick with that. And the reason why, because when you go and you switch it, if you switch it before, like a couple of days even before you have to pay your monthly, it takes 5 days for them to get that money off. And it's a possibility that it will reject the card just because of the fact that you switched it. So it's kind of a hassle. So make sure you're using a card that you're going to stick with. This way you don't have to go through that, okay? Underneath that, guys, you have your My Team link. The My Team link is just another resource that you can click on to look at your upline, your downline, your personal PTAs. You'll be able to go in there and see everybody in there, okay? We then have the business link. Very important one also. This has your e-wallet balance, which is where like your residual is going to go and all that money. So you can actually look at that. You then need the link to withdraw your funds. Now, when you get your residual income coming in, guys, it will go into your e-wallet. You have to make sure that you withdraw the funds to be able to go to your CT Go card, okay? If you don't know what the CT Go card is, we'll explain that here in a second. But this is where you can withdraw that. You then can look at your old commission history. Under that, we have marketing tools. This is where you can change your site name for your website, upload a site picture, look at personal site stats. What that means is you can see how many people are actually coming to your website and what they're clicking on, or you can view your website. All right. The next important thing, guys, is right here. It says documents. And the reason why it's important, when you go in here and you click on marketing materials, you have some tools you can use in here to help with building a team or even travel parties or anything like that. You have a guest incentive certificate, $1,000 restaurant savings. You got the presentation. You got vacation getaway certificate, which is that 3-day, 2-night stay. You also have the slideshow for the 4 steps to evolve slideshow. You know, the one that the videos we were talking about in the quick start, this is where that slideshow is. So that's where those items are in the marketing materials. There's actually nothing right here, but when you go to distributor resources, guys, we have your agent sign-on PDF, client profile form. This thing's really neat. You can actually fill that out. It's almost similar to the checklist. Doesn't have as much, but it's a way you can profile a client and fill out information about them. Then you have a credit card authorization form and the evolution application. This is really useful, guys, when you're having travel parties, to be able to have those applications right there for them to fill out. Because it comes really hard to get people to wait while you're filling out one person at a time on your laptop. So it's really good to at least print out 50 at a time just to make sure, okay? We then have the compensation plan. Guys, this is gonna, again, talk about how the compensation works. Whether you're building a team or it's commission or any of that, it's gonna explain, even your residual, it's gonna explain all of that. So it's really good to kind of download that. So that, again, is over here under business on the left-hand side, under documents. Under documents, we then have the leadership bonuses and qualifications. Really neat, guys, because again, this is going to explain the 6 position levels, what it takes to get to each level, okay? And then it also explains the bonuses for when you hit gold and platinum. Go down below and it's going to explain the platinum status and how that operates. And then it's going to explain some more right down here about leadership bonus qualifications, okay? So very good link to look at. So this way you understand and know how that team building works and how to rank up. All right. Excuse me. All right, guys. So under the business tab, we have the account tab. This is your personal information tab where you can update, you know, whether you changed an address or you have a new CT Go card or something like that, or your phone number changed, you can update that information. Or let's say when you started with Evolution, you started just using your regular name, but you want to switch it to your company. You can put a company name in there. Now, I will say that if you want to switch it from using your Social Security card to a EIN, which is an employer identification number that businesses use, you then have to contact Evolution Travel so they can actually do that for you, okay? And that's used for tax purposes. Again, we have a link to update payment information, another one to do that. Under account, we have the pay card info, guys. If you're a new agent on this call and you have not gotten your CT Go card yet, you want to make sure that you get on here right away and you click on there, okay, and you're going to see it here. You're going to click right on here and you're going to fill out this information to get that card. And the reason why that's so important is because if you don't have that card, you won't get paid your money. All right. Archer Travel and Evolution has to have a way to send that money to you. And the CT Go card is that way. So make sure you're getting on here and you're getting that card right away. All right. We then have the fax. And actually, this is a really, really good one right here, guys. So when you click on fax, it's going to tell you about everything, whether it's your back office, commissions, account, website. But again, before you go into your chat or even talk to a leader, check in here. See if you can find it in the fax section. If you can't see it right off the bat, go right up here to the top and search it. Just input what you're looking for, and it's going to pull up a list of everything that matches that, okay? Again, still, if you can't find it in there, then go into your chat or contact a leader so this way you can get that information, okay? So under that, we then have the Stay Connected. Stay Connected is social media. If you guys haven't gotten in there yet, it's their Facebook. Whoever brought you in, I mean, you should have already been added to like the Evolution group and any other groups that are on your team. But this is another way to find their Facebook and their Twitter. And then, guys, this is very important. We've had a lot of people ask, how do you get in touch with Archer Travel? Right here, underneath here, hit the Contact Us. It's for right here, guys. I mean, you have Evolution, you have Archer Travel on here. This is where you can contact and get the help if you need it when it comes to like booking clients and your commission or you're having an issue with something. These are the numbers and the people that you can actually contact, all right? And the email is actually right up here too if you want to email them. is to support at myevolutiontravel.com. So all that's right into there underneath the Stay Connected tab. All right, so, and hopefully I'm not going too fast, but I want to take you guys this whole night. All right, we then have the Evolution merchandise. I'll let you guys click on this on your own, but we have business cards back there. And someone asked me the last time, you do not have to purchase business cards through here. Their business cards are unique. They're really amazing. They're a special kind of business card that you can use an app called Zapper with. And when you use that app, it brings up different various items from the back office, whether it's videos, contact information. It brings it up on that app. So it's really neat to have those. We then have an apparel link. And actually, I have some stuff coming, hopefully. But amazing, guys. They have Evolution shirts, sweatshirts, hats in there. Amazing stuff to have, guys. You know, show off who you're with. Let them know that you're with Evolution Travel. You're a travel agent. It's really reasonable apparel, too. Excuse me. All right, guys. So under that, we have order history, and then we have an enroll an agent. I want to speak real quick about enroll an agent. And this actually, I came across this once. If you have somebody that's having an issue, whether it's because of their browser, their laptop, or something, when you send them the link to your website and they're trying to sign up and they can't get it done, you yourself can enroll an agent, okay? All it takes is for you to click on that enroll an agent. It's going to ask you what country they're in. Make sure you put in the correct country. You're then going to hit next, and then you're going to fill out that enrollment form, just like you did when you signed up, okay? And you're going to do that for them. It's a lot easier that way, especially if they're having issues. All right. So, and again, hopefully we didn't go through this too quick, but we have gone over the back office, and I want to reiterate again, if you're new to this, or even if you've been with us and you want to be able to explain this to new agents, first three things that they need to do: QuickStart, then they need to download the 3 forms in there. Then after they've watched all that, they need to go to the QuickStart videos. And once they finish that, then go to the PTA training, okay? After that, guys, then it's all about figuring out what you want to specialize in. So you need to make sure that even if you're still, you know, if you've been with the company for a while, but you haven't figured that out, you need to figure out what you want to specialize in and sign up with the vendors and suppliers that work with that. It's a lot easier that way. Don't overload yourself. Don't think you can do everything in the world, because it's just going to become very overwhelming and overload you. All right. So at this moment, what I want to do, and give me a quick second while I pull this up here, because, hang on now. Give me 1 second, everybody, while I try and pull my thing back up here, because I'm going to open the lines. Oops. Well, maybe, if it wants to cooperate with me. All right, here we go. In 1 second. All right, guys, let's get this bigger. I'm going to open up the lines here in a second. Maybe. Okay. Actually, well, now let me go. Okay. So if anybody has a question at this moment, you can either A, jump into the chat box and ask the question, or you can unmute yourself and ask it. So this way we can answer that for you. And I believe I have our Miss Cassandra on here. Cassandra, are you on here? All right. Thank you. I can't seem to get my, apologize, guys. Bear with me here. All right. There we go. Okay. So, all right. So Miss Cassandra's on here too. And again, if you guys have any questions, just unmute your line, ask the question, and me and Cassandra will be more than happy to answer it. Real quick, I've got a question from someone in the chat box from Sharon. She said, do we fill out those even for our own personal travel if it's booked on Expedia Tap or anything? So she's asking, do we fill out the commission forms even for our own travel? Yes. Any travel that you book, whether it's your own travel or a client's travel, you need to make sure that you go in there and you fill that out once you have booked your vacation or your car rental or anything that you've already booked. Make sure you guys go in there right off the bat and fill out that information. All right. Now, do we have any other questions from anybody else? Okay. Miss Cassandra, do you have anything you want to add? You're very welcome, Sharon. You're very welcome, Janetta. And Ivory, you're very welcome. You're welcome, Stacy. All right. So I got someone, Yolanda asked, I live in Virginia and there aren't a lot of things in my discount directed for the people in that area. How do I get more added? Well, to be honest with you, that's a good question. A lot of that is, I'm not sure how they add that to the directory. To be honest with you, I would assume some areas are probably going to have more than others, unfortunately. That's just kind of how it works, depending on who they've teamed up with to get those discounts. Best way to get you an answer on that is where we looked at the contact us. You can always contact support at myevolutiontravel.com and ask that question. Ask them, how can I get more stuff added to it? And I'm pretty sure they will give you a definite answer on that. Okay. I wish I could give you more on that, but unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure how they get those discounts or how they add them to the discount directly on that one. So definitely go hold on. Hopefully that answers a little bit, Yolanda. And you're very welcome, Morel. Okay, that email address, real quick, guys, is support@myevolutiontravel.com. So if you have any major questions for Evolution, you can email them, and they will be more than happy to help you guys out with that. And you're very welcome, Yolanda. Okay. Thank you, Shanetta. I appreciate that. Okay. Do we have anybody else with any more questions at all? I promise you I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. Okay. Looks like we do not have any more questions. So this is what I'm going to do. If anybody, you guys, if you have a team or anybody that wasn't able to make it to this quick start training, it takes me a little bit. Oh, sorry. I guess we do have another question here. Okay. So Sharon, you're asking about a trip after 30 days. That's something you need to speak with your sponsor that brought you in. Not everybody uses that incentive. But if you've been an active agent for 30 days, a lot of them, they offer the 3-day, 2-night stay. Make sure you get in touch with your leader and ask them about that, okay? And you are very welcome, Sharon. All right, guys. I'm not seeing any more questions at this moment. I don't want to take your guys' whole night away from you. But I'll tell you what, like I was saying, this is recorded. It takes me a minute for it to get into the right format. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it to the main pages so you guys have access to it. If you have agents that weren't able to make it, or you know anybody that wasn't able to make it, tag them in it. Definitely tag them in it so they can get on there and they can be able to watch this also, okay? So again, I just want to thank everybody that stayed on here, that came on here. I'm not sure where everybody's from, but whether it's daytime or nighttime, I want to wish you guys a good night and a good day, and I hope to see you guys again. If you guys know about my mindset training, it's this Friday, so definitely pay attention to the main page, and the information will be on there. Otherwise, you guys have a great night. Take care.